The two cars here bear the same BMW badge and are both equally impressive in terms of engineering, but they couldn't be any more different. One is the pinnacle of BMW's technological development, a fully electric SUV loaded with cutting-edge features. The other is the quintessential compact executive sedan that hails from an incredible lineage dating back to 1975.
For something to remain as successful for as long as it has, the 3 Series must have gotten its recipe right down to a T. So let's go take a closer look at our compact executive sedan of the year. Just look at it. So the sharp and contemporary design is immediately recognizable but also befitting of a car of this stature. Upon first glance, you'll immediately know what model you're looking at. So, in fact, the 3 Series still gets what you could call a fairly traditionally sized front grille. But overall, this car is built and designed to project a clean and elegant image, perfect for the up-and-coming executive in the corporate world.
Now in its 7th generation, the 3 Series retains the spirit of its ancestors, striking an excellent balance between luxury and being the ultimate driving machine.
As you can see, the cabin is slightly on the simpler side, so you don't get exotic materials, lavish finishings, and it certainly does not have the opulence compared to something like the iX. What you do get though is a really well-built and well-designed interior with excellent ergonomics and pleasant touch points for an ideal driving experience. Now, it's also worth pointing out that the 3 Series has actually recently been updated, so you get this new curved display running OS 8, right? And that gives you seamless phone integration, voice recognition, and basically all the amenities you could ever need. On the road, the 3 Series has always impressed with its refinement and smooth power delivery regardless of engine variant. And no matter the car's design or whatever equipment it may have, where the 3 Series always shines is in handling excellence. So we have excellent body control, we have really tidy and sharp steering, and that means that the car feels very agile and gives you plenty of confidence around corners. And best part of all, the car is still forgiving over bumps. As you can see, BMW has kept the 3 Series true to its roots, so offering an excellent mix of luxury and driving performance in a familiar and elegant package. Now, let's shift our attention to this BMW, one that sits right on the other end of the spectrum. Right from the outset, you'll notice that this is a massive and boldly designed SUV with an appropriately large front grille and of course laser sharp headlights as well. And if you look a little bit closer, you'll realize that this isn't a conventional grille, so this is an electric car after all.
But the real show starts after you get inside the car. True to its futuristic form, the cabin is a combination of sustainable and dazzling touches. The classy wooden panels are sourced sustainably, and then there are those fancy high-quality glass applications for seat adjustment and the iDrive controller.
Now, I know the cockpit may look kind of similar to the one in the 3 Series, but it's worth noting that this whole design look, right, so your curved display, operating system 8, all these new features all made their debut in this iX.
One of the most impressive things about the iX is this augmented reality view navigation system. So, using the footage from the car's front camera, large arrows are overlaid on the navigation screen, showing you the exact turns to make, almost like you were inside a driving game.
Think that's high-tech? There's more. So this gigantic panoramic roof, it has something called electrochromic shading. So effectively, with just one push of a button, it goes from clear to opaque, and that means that there's no need for an additional roof cover. And that's just smart. But there's really too many things to talk about when covering all the features in this car. So to really understand and fully grasp the technological innovation that has been built into this iX, we really have to go drive this on the road. Now, one of the most impressive things about this iX is just the way it's able to whiz off in absolute silence. This is an EV after all, right? So there is the overwhelming sense of tranquility and quietness and comfort. And of course, it's really, really quick as well. So here we have 240 kilowatts and 630 Newton meters of instant electric torque, which means that when I put my foot down, this thing absolutely rockets forward. And you know, this is a big, heavy behemoth of a car, but the way it's so effortlessly able to pick up speed, cover ground, that is what makes it stand out. Thanks to its bold innovations and technological advancements, the iX clinched our Premium Electric SUV of the Year title with ease. So it sure seems that BMW can do it all. If your preference is for something a little bit more traditional, yet you're not shying away from improvement, then this 3 Series really fits the bill. So you know, it's a car that has constantly improved over time and it has become a bit of an icon through the ages. And perhaps then this compact executive sedan of the year would be your choice. Or if your preference is for something much more forward-looking, right? New age, new world, something that sets a new standard in terms of luxury and performance for all others to follow, then perhaps our premium electric SUV of the year, the BMW iX, would be your choice.
Being able to carry on the success of a decades-old model and continuously improving the recipe, and yet also able to come up with something so futuristic and acing it all, BMW sure is an impressive car maker. Now, which of these BMWs will you go for?